This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Just doing her job, we talked to a local nurse about helping families through a hard time and earning a prestigious award. Welcome to a whole new week of local news. I'm Ken Karen. Thank you so much for watching us in HD on Silver Selector Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. Subscribe to SSPTV's YouTube channel to stay up to date with local news and all your favorite local shows like I Care Today. Here now is your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Today, healthcare workers at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton gathered to honor one of their own. It was the presentation of the local hospital's first ever Daisy Award for extraordinary nurses. DAISY is an acronym for diseases attacking the immune system. It was established in 1999 by the family of J. Patrick Barnes, who died at the age of 33 of an autoimmune disease. The nursing care he received touched his family and led to the award being recognized worldwide. Today's DAISY Award was presented to Carissa Magnata, a registered nurse nominated by the family of a patient she cared for at the hospital. In making the nomination, that family said that Carissa not only cared for their father, but for their entire family as they coped with their father's imminent death.
We had a patient here who suffered a very severe stroke, and the family had just lost a loved one 1 year prior to that, so the anxiety was very high. Carissa was taking care of the patient, the son who nominated her father, and she had the patient 3 days in a row, and they had nothing but positive things to say about her. She always calmed them, she presented with a smile, made them feel at ease, she answered all their questions, and she was totally involved in the care of that patient.
It means the world to me. I feel like I was recognized, and all my hard work, really, people see that, so I'm glad to get this award.
Can you recall interacting with them? And I mean, do they still say thank you? Or did they say thank you even before this?
Yeah, I still actually think about them a lot, just because I had a close bond with them as a nurse, dealing with them and really helping their family out during their difficult, hard time.
She is the epitome of what you want to work with. She makes my life easy as a manager. Whenever I need help, she's there. Patients love her. I go around and make rounds on the patients. I have never had anything bad said about her.
The best thing I do is to communicate with people and make them feel comfortable in every situation, and especially during these hard times, because I myself went through hard times with my family, and I definitely want to make them feel comfortable as well.
Nurses are very special people. I think that once you get into it, it's very difficult to get out. I think you are made for it, and you're made to take care of people, and that's what you want to do. You want to make people better, and just the care and compassion that goes into it every day is just something special. This is our office job. This is, we're taking care of people at their sickest and at their worst, and their whole family. So I think that you have to realize that this is our office job. This is what we do every day.
Nurses may be nominated for the DAISY Award by patients, families, and colleagues, and you can learn more at daisyfoundation.org. A Hazleton Area School District student is a semifinalist in a video competition. State Senator John Udechak visited Maple Manor Elementary Middle School today to recognize James Kundro. He's an 8th grade student and a semifinalist in the Talk to Your State Senator statewide video competition. The competition is intended to get students involved in legislative efforts to fight heroin and opioid abuse. Winners will be announced on Wednesday. In other news, a woman visiting an inmate in prison is now facing drug charges. According to Frackville State Police, troopers responded to the SCI Frackville prison just after noon Saturday. State Police say Michelle George placed 3 bundles of synthetic cannabis, known as K2, inside her body cavity before entering the prison. Once inside, troopers say she removed the bundles in a visitor's bathroom and proceeded to pass them to an inmate. And the month of May will be very special for the borough of Tamaqua. Lisa Sugart tells us how the borough is recognizing the 150th anniversary of Memorial Day.
Tomorrow marks the opening ceremonies for a month-long series of events commemorating the 150th anniversary of the federal observation of Memorial Day. This special program, Tamaqua Remembers, kicks off tomorrow night in the borough of Tamaqua. Here to tell us all about it is Eric Zitzelman. He is a volunteer with Tamaqua Remembers, literally a community effort to bring this whole month-long celebration to life. Can you believe it's finally here?
Oh, it's exciting. We've been working hard for a little over a year now. We have maybe a core group of about 20 or 30 volunteers, and everybody's cranked. We're excited.
You put a lot of sweat and tears into this. You told me that you've been very busy, the entire group, the entire town. You said everybody, literally all the businesses have gotten involved with this. So now it all kicks off tomorrow evening. The opening ceremony is at 7, but even before that, there's a special event happening. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, we got more traction out of, I think, the prelude to the whole thing than we did the actual ceremony. And I say that tongue-in-cheek, but what I was referring to was Rennie the Bald Eagle will be joining us. That's courtesy of the Carbon County Environmental Education Center out of the Jim Thorpe area. And Franklin Clock is his handler. He's going to be coming over at 6:30 and kicking off with a half-hour series, a half-hour program about the bald eagle and all the challenges they face and all the stories that go along with that. And that's going to lead right into the opening ceremony at 7 o'clock.
Now, the opening ceremony is taking place where?
At the intersection of West Broad Street and what will only be for about another 24 hours, South Nescopec Street. It's actually that section of South Nescopec that's going to be renamed at that ceremony, and what it's going to be renamed is a secret. The town council hasn't divulged what the name will be yet.
Oh, so that's really nice. So a special street naming ceremony as well. Now, you have a guest speaker as well, so tell us about that.
The guest speaker is Captain Jack Lee. He is a chaplain of the Navy, of course retired now. And we actually have another chaplain joining us from the Army. His name, and this is really cool, Gustav Steinhilber. You thought Zitzelman was bad. No, Gustav Steinhilber is a chaplain with the Army, and we've been laughing this whole month because it sort of brings to light a whole new dimension to the classic Army-Navy rivalry. And now we see the chaplains going at it here a little bit.
So this all happening tomorrow evening, and then after the program and all the festivities, you're having a picnic.
Yeah, one of the sponsors is the Tamaqua Elks, who are also celebrating their 150th anniversary. They have sponsored the artistic mural that will be unveiled that night, tomorrow night, that is. And then shortly after the program, they invited everybody across the street for an indoor picnic and cash bar and maybe a little bit of a celebration Tamaqua style.
All right. Well, I'm sure that will be fantastic. There is an entire month-long series of events happening. We will talk more with Eric in the future about this. But if people want to see the complete listing, you have a website for all of this.
We have a very robust website. It's www.tamaquaremembers.com. That's remembers with an S.
All righty. If you would like to see the complete list, and tomorrow, hopefully, you can be in Tamaqua at 6:30 for the Bald Eagle being there, and also then the opening ceremonies kicking off at 7 o'clock at West Broad and Nescopec Streets. We'll let you know what the new name of the street is after they do the renaming ceremony. Congratulations to you and the entire committee on doing this whole project. We hope everything goes off and that you have beautiful weather, and please come back and talk to us more after things get underway.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lisa. Now here's a question for everyone. Who wants to hang out with Spider-Man? One lucky viewer will win a family 4-pack to see Marvel Universe Live Age of Heroes at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza. The tickets are for this Thursday only at 7 p.m. To enter, call now 570-459-9813 extension 108. We need your full name, phone number, and tell us your favorite Marvel character to be eligible to win. I'm a big comic book nerd. I will know if it's from DC. For more information on this spectacular arena stunt show, go to mohegansunarena.com. Time's running out to enter the Laurel Mall's Mother's Day giveaway. Drop off your mall sales receipts with a minimum purchase of $20 in the drop-off at Center Court. Include your name, address, phone number, and email. You could win a $350 or $100 gift certificate for Mom. For an additional chance to win, go to standardspeaker.com. The entry deadline is May 8th. Still to come, Ron Marchetti has trivia treats in sports, and up next, another look inside Hazelton's future arts center in the downtown area. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
And tonight we continue our look inside the Future Arts Center in downtown Hazelton. Here's Lisa Sugart.
I am inside the vault at the former Security Savings Bank building in downtown Hazelton. It is a major part of our area's history. It is also a piece of history that will be well preserved when this becomes a downtown arts center. And right now I welcome the two ladies who are spearheading the campaign to convert this building into the arts center. It is the Banking on the Arts campaign being spearheaded by the director, Mary Veronica Sweeney, to my left, and Allie McKittrick, who is the associate director. History is an important part of this building, and it's a very important part of what you're doing to preserve this building.
That's right. I think it's kind of obvious, the title for our campaign, Banking on the Arts. We just thought that was such a great way to captivate the imagination of people who might want to see that the arts is something that you invest in. It's something that brings dividends, right? There's all these wonderful metaphors that we thought we could use in the campaign. And so we thought we would talk a little bit about the history of the building itself. It's also, so in 1909, the building was designed by a very famous Philadelphia architecture firm, and it was built during the City Beautiful movement. So we wanted to captivate that imagination of the history there. And so in 1988, it was purchased by the First Federal and Security Savings, those two together. And it was renovated, and after about 2000, I think it was 2005, it went empty. So for 13 years, this building's been empty, and there's nothing happening in it. So it was a perfect opportunity to use this space for something that would also be an economic engine.
And we know that many people have already been coming through this building, seeing how it's changing already. Allie, what's been their reaction? Because this is a well-known building in this community, so people, I bet, are intrigued.
The biggest thing that I heard is, I can't believe how big this building is, because it really goes far back. And people were interested in a lot of the details. There's old stained glass that's still in there. The boardroom has the original wood. It's just been really exciting, and the flooring actually that we're standing on is original too. And I think it's just been exciting for the community to walk through and feel like they're a part of it.
Now, I know Mary Veronica Sweeney is born and raised in this area. You're from Arizona, I learned. So when you came and saw this building, what was it like for you? And as an artist, what do you think of it?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. I mean, I see all the potential, and I can see the vision of just what can be. I can picture people walking through and all the events that we'll have, and I can really see it as the center of town, really.
We call it the center of the universe, right? We're going to call it the center of the universe. Right. This is great. And when you were talking about the history of the banks that were involved in the past, they're involved now in the present as well. So that's a really cool tie.
Yes, we are so proud and grateful to say that two of those banks that now are foundations have given us serious donations towards our goal, Security Savings and First Federal. We're just delighted, and they've been very, very generous to the community in general, but they got it, they got the fire of why this is so important, and they've given us serious commitment to the building, to interior spaces, because we have a lot of naming opportunities, and they took two of them, so we're just so thrilled and grateful.
That is fantastic. And there is still the ability for you to get involved and make a donation as well. You can go to their website. You can call Mary Veronica Sweeney. You can pledge whatever you would like. No amount too small or too little. They told me people in the grocery stores coming up to them and literally handing money to them and saying, make it part of this campaign. It has to be a community project, and it will preserve our community's history, but it helps us go forward as well. You can find more about it at the video that we have. It's their video, but we also put access to it on our Facebook page. So please go to it, check it out, and we will be back more to tell you exactly what will be happening right here in this space in downtown Hazelton.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Can you spot City Hall in this shot from Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazelton? Tonight, let's take a look at our forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear, will be a full moon, and right to the right of the moon, you'll see something bright. That will be Jupiter this evening. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will be sunny with a high near 71 degrees. On Tuesday night, mostly clear, low of 50 degrees. Wednesday looks nice, sunny with a high of 77 at night. We do have a 20% chance of showers, low of 58 degrees. Thursday, up to a 30% chance of showers, partly sunny, high of 78. Still 30% chance of showers at night, mostly cloudy, low of 60. On Friday, we're up to a 40% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, mostly cloudy, high of 75. Friday night, 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 51 degrees. Time now for our weekly feature, Law Tips.
My name's attorney Alexis Falvello. I'm with the Falvello Law Firm in Cunningham, Pennsylvania. I formerly worked as a prosecutor in the district attorney's office, and I handled cases specific to vehicular homicides. I was serving the needs of victims of drunk drivers for several years in that capacity, and now I'm willing to serve in a civil capacity. I've worked hand in hand with law enforcement officers. Over the past couple years, I did have 3 families come to me with respect to issues that they've had both medically and financially following an accident that was at the hands of a drunk driver. For those 3 individuals and their families, I did secure settlements in excess of 6 figures in order to help them along with their lives. If your life has been affected by a drunk driver, give us a call at Falvello Law Firm. Your case is our fight.
Here's your green screen, your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. 2 1s for pick 2, pick 3, 573, pick 4, 6906, pick 5, 36127. Wild number is 2. A lot of track and field over the weekend. We'll tell you what happened, plus Ron Marchetti with trivia treats after this break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Last week, we talked about Samantha Varilla's home run and RBI records at Penn State Hazelton. She added to both over the weekend. Varilla had a solo home run in a playoff loss to PSU Brandywine. The local Lions finished the season at 16-16 with their 14th straight trip to the Penn State University Athletic Conference playoffs. Varilla's high school team, the Hazelton area Lady Cougars, scored a non-league win over Hamburg to move to 11-1 overall this season. This win was in the Blue Mountain Tournament, so the Lady Cougars will play for the title later this week. North Schuylkill got a non-league win in softball as they get ready for 2 big Schuylkill League Division I games this week with Tamaqua. State swimming champion Reggie Crawford went yard for the Spartans baseball team, but Notre Dame Green Pond got the win in extras. John Wolk led the Hazelton area volleyball team past Lake Lehman with 7 kills, and the Cubs, they got a victory over their rival, the Brewers. The Rail Riders lost a doubleheader to Lehigh Valley on Sunday. Joe Grula won 3 events for the Big HA Friday at the Cy Fritz Millersville University High School Invite. Grula took first in the triple jump, the high jump, and the javelin. The Lady Cougars won the Pine Grove Invitational. Paige Bonin won the javelin. Katara Leggett won the shot put, and Jillian Bookman, Josie Middleton, Jenna Welch, and Megan Reed won the 1,600-meter relay. Kendall Bernardin won the high jump for Mono area. Tamaqua, the boys, they got the 3,200 relay win. So congratulations to Brandon Fogarty, Christopher Ossenbach, Darren Stench, and Brad Clemson. All right, stop. Ron Marchetti time. Here's trivia treats to brighten up your Monday.
Goodbye, April. Hello, May. Hi, everybody. On this last day of the month, although it seems like November, this is Trivia Treats. 19 years ago, a 31-1 underdog in the 19-horse field, Charismatic, won the 125th running of the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. Then 2 weeks later, on May 15th, Charismatic will also win the Preakness at 8-1 odds, and 2 weeks after that, on June 5th, in a quest for the Triple Crown, Charismatic will be a 2-1 favorite and take the lead in the final furlong. However, Charismatic will then break a leg and wound up in 3rd place with 29-1 underdog Lemon Drop Kid the winner. Also 16 years ago in 2002, Robert Horry sank a 3-pointer with 2 seconds left on a pass from Kobe Bryant to give the Lakers a 92-91 victory over the Trailblazers at the Rose Garden in Portland. The win completed a 3-0 sweep of Portland in the best-of-5 Western Conference playoff series. Staying with the NBA playoffs, 9 years ago today, in 2009, the Bulls outlasted the defending champion Celtics 128-127 in triple overtime at the United Center in Chicago in Game 6 of the final round of the NBA playoff. It was the 4th overtime game of the series and the 3rd in a row. Bulls rookie guard Derrick Rose scored 28 points and John Salomon's hit for 35, while Ray Allen tallied 51 for Boston. The Celtics won Game 7 2 days later in Boston. Turning to baseball, 15 years ago in 2003, the Cardinals were victorious in a 20-inning 7-6 marathon against the Florida Marlins in Miami during a game that lasted 6 hours and 7 minutes. And finally, on the day after tomorrow, May 2nd, 1939, 79 years ago, Yankee first baseman Lou Gehrig voluntarily ended his streak of consecutive games played at 2,130 by sitting out a game against the Detroit Tigers at Brick Stadium in Detroit. Through 8 games in 1939, Gehrig was batting just .143 and struggling on defense. Babe Dahlgren relieved him at first base, and the Yankees won that day 22-2. 1 month later, in 39, the Iron Horse was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, commonly known today as ALS, which is now known as Lou Gehrig's disease. He will die of the ailment on June 2nd, 1941, at the age of 37. Gehrig's streak will be declared unbreakable, but Cal Ripken Jr. will surpass it by playing in 2,632 consecutive games. That's 502 more for the Orioles from 1982 through 1998. Now his record has certainly been declared unbreakable. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The American Red Cross will be having a blood drive tomorrow at the Hazleton YWCA from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. For more information, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go to redcrossblood.org. And also, tomorrow is your last day to RSVP for Surviving Together, who will meet on Thursday, May 3rd at Perkins Restaurant on Route 93 in Hazleton. To RSVP, you can call Bonnie or Chrissy at the numbers on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these who recently departed. Mary Ellen Fedician, formerly of West Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Church of St. Joseph in Hazleton. Friends may call Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The John J. Pustite Funeral Home in Hazleton is assisting the family. Teresa Filoletto, who lived to be 108 years old. The Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home will announce their arrangements. Irene B. Norris of West Hazleton. The John J. Pustite Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce their arrangements. Quentin R. Shop of Delano. Services will be held at the convenience of the family under the Lamar Chris Funeral Home in Hometown. And Julie Wattrow of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Annunciation Parish at Church of St. Gabriel's. Friends may call Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Robert Gottlieb of Drums. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Tomorrow we'll check out the renovations at Frankie's Pizzeria and Restaurant in downtown Hazleton, and John Eric Poli is talking Villanova basketball in sports. That's it for tonight, though. Hope you had a good day. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.